Welcome back. By now, you might be starting to notice that good visual design comes from understanding visual design principles. Those principles are like tools that a designer uses to create visually appealing mockups and prototypes. To get started, let's define hierarchy. Hierarchy is a visual design principle that orders elements on a page and highlights them by their importance. The goal of hierarchy is to guide the user. Adjusting size and color is a common way to distinguish hierarchy in visual design. Hierarchy in UX design can help a user understand the relative importance between different elements. You might be wondering how hierarchy is different from emphasis. Although they're definitely related concepts, hierarchy refers to a group of elements that are organized in order of importance. On the other hand, emphasis is about making one element stand out from the other elements surrounding it. Think about when you browse the homepage of a media outlet to catch up on the news. You usually check out the headlines first, right? Most people do this to get a quick idea of what each story is about. The headlines are the elements that stand out on the page because they have the most importance. Below the headline is a summary of the story, which usually has a font that is smaller and less bold. In this case, the typography created hierarchy on the homepage. So why do we need hierarchy anyway? Well, in UX design, we always want to make it clear to the user where to focus first and what action to take. Hierarchy helps point users to the first step they should take in their user journey. With hierarchy, the more important the information is, the more we should make it visually prominent. We apply hierarchy when we create mockups to help users navigate an app effortlessly. Hierarchy helps them find the most relevant information and main action buttons first. Hierarchy also guides the user to the most important places on the page. Let's revisit the Dogwalker app to understand how this applies. This page is part of the second step of booking an appointment. Under the three icons indicating the steps for booking an appointment, there's the text, "Select the Dogwalker." Ordering this text at the top of the page indicates that most of the content underneath it will contain information about this process. Sizing the text larger makes that point even clearer. As we move down the page, there's the next line of text, availability based on your date and time. This text is smaller than "Select the Dogwalker," but larger than the details about each dogwalker. It's important for the user to recognize that all of the dogwalkers listed are available at the date and time they selected. Also, notice that the names of each dogwalker are in a darker gray color than the rest of the text associated with that dogwalker. Remember, hierarchy highlights elements on their page by their importance, so this subtle design choice indicates to the user that they should focus on the name of the dogwalker first, and then look at the other details. This is similar to the technique used in the headline example we discussed earlier. Hierarchy also affects accessibility for users. Earlier, you learned about assistive technologies that can help users focus on the most important information on the page, like screen readers. By using accessibility annotations in your wireframes, or in this case, mockups, users will be able to read elements in a hierarchical order. Accessibility annotations create a visual hierarchy by indicating the order that elements on a screen should be read. In addition, these annotations can help users understand the order in which they should interact with each element. Great! You now know about hierarchy and how to apply it in your mockups. You've already explored two visual design principles, so it's on to the next, scale and proportion. Meet you there.